Hello everybody, today is test Teves, and we are starting Perek Test of Tanya. This is a new section in Tanya, because at the beginning the Alter Rebbe described that we had 5 characters. There was the complete tzaddik, the incomplete tzaddik, the complete Rasha, the incomplete Rasha, and the Beinoni, that in between men. And he said it's not to do with if they had more averos or more mitzvahs that define them as tzaddik, Rasha, or Beinoni, but it more had to do with what's going on inside of them. What was their spiritual makeup? So the Alter Rebbe started describing that we have 2 souls. Each one of us has a nefesh elokis and a nefesh bahamis, a godly and an animal soul. And he described that each one of them had 10 sefiros, the 3 intellectual properties and the 7 emotional properties, and that each of them interact with this world with the 3 vehicles of expression through thought, speech, and action, and that all things in this world get their vitality from one of 3 channels of kedusha, klippus negar, or shalosh klippus tmeis. That's all the background, the backdrop to explain to us what's going on in the spiritual world, what are the driving forces, and what do they hope to accomplish. Now the Alter Rebbe will describe how this comes into our personal lives and what this has to do with us and where in our bodies does this all take effect. So he says that the Nefesh Bahamis, who's all about the physical world, who's trying to get on in fulfilling his desires and promoting his ego, he resides in the left side of the heart. The left side of the heart is where all the blood goes to the rest of the body, going down to the fingers and the toes and everywhere. And that's very indicative of the Nefesh Bahamis because he's very into the body, into the physical, into, like we said, the wish fulfillment and ego and all that. And it also sends blood up to the brain because you can't just go by emotions. You need to use your brain to be able to accomplish and achieve all your emotions. But the driving force here is his emotions that comes from the blood that goes into the rest of the body. That's the Nefesh Bahamis. Then you have the Nefesh elokis. His main seat of power is in the brain because he's all about the brain, which is above the body. It's not about the physicality. He could think thoughts beyond himself. He could go beyond, and yes, it does go into the rest of the body. It sends nerves down to the fingers and toes as well, because you need to govern your body. But the driving force in his life is his brain, which he dedicates to higher thoughts to God. He has a proxy seat. He has another seat of power in the right side of the heart, which is also indicative because the right side of the heart is what takes the blood from the rest of the body. All the body's blood comes into the right side of the heart, and then it goes into the lungs to get purified. So that's what the Nefesh elokis is trying to do. He's trying to take from the body, take from the physicality, and purify it and raise it up to God. That is why he has a seat of power in the right side of the heart. And he also has very godly emotions. He has love that he could create for God, or awe and fear, or love for other people. So that is the seats of power of both the Nefesh elokis and the Nefesh Bahamis, the Nefesh elokis being in the brain and the right side of the heart, and the Nefesh Bahamis being in the left side of the heart, and they will do battle to see who could govern and who could be in charge of the body in general. And that is today's Tanya. We will, Amir Tashem, see you tomorrow.